What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Zane. Today we're going to be talking about Orchid. It's a very famous cryptocurrency, and it's been added on Coinbase for over a year now, I think, maybe even going almost 2 years. So it's been around, and it's quite popular. Sits at zero point 0.4 pence with a total supply over 1 billion, circulating supply over 300 million, 367 million to be exact. So it's a popular coin, and I wanted to talk about Orchid because what's unique about Orchid is that it's a decentralized private network for VPN. So users who want to use a VPN but want to be a lot more subtle, a lot more private, you can do it through Orchid, and you can actually use their Orchid token to purchase the VPN service that you do use, but not the VPN service you haven't used. So you're not paying for what you haven't used, you're just paying for what you have used. And believe it or not, I actually love this idea because how many of us have a Netflix account and I want to use my Netflix account, but I want to watch different Netflix movies and shows from around the world, and because I live in the UK, I can't get everything that's on Netflix. So if you got a VPN, you can get a lot more things, a lot more access to Netflix, to the entire world of Netflix libraries. You can get shows, TV shows, and movies from Netflix that are only available in America or Canada or France or Japan. You can get all of those using a VPN. So Orchid is quite unique in this. So guys, remember, hit that subscribe button because this is Altcoin Disrupt. Now, hit that like button as well if if you like this video, if you like how it starts. Don't forget that we're gonna be talking about this in depth. We're gonna be going in depth, understanding what's a VPN, what's Orchid trying to do, what's the Orchid token. We're gonna be talking about the digital asset for the VPN, which is the Orchid token, and we'll also be talking about staking as well, which is really interesting because a lot of tokens are doing staking, and it's a great way to utilize your token system and to earn passive tokens or passive assets or passive income on the side. So it's really unique. Now, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I just have to let you know, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is just for entertainment and educational purposes. Anyway, guys, let's get into this. So in summary, Orchid is a global decentralized network of VPN service providers. You can use the Orchid token to buy bandwidth on Orchid for private internet browsing. And there's nothing better than browsing the internet in privacy, knowing that your data isn't being sold to Facebook, knowing that Facebook isn't stealing your information, knowing that Instagram isn't taking your information and selling it to the highest bidder, knowing that the information that's on your computer is private to you when you use a VPN. That's what's really great about VPN. Excuse me, guys. So what's so unique about Orchid is that paying only for what you use, as I said previously. So instead of going through one centralized VPN provider, every time you want to browse the internet privately and securely, you can log into Orchid and are matched with a trusted and high quality VPN provider. So Orchid is not even the VPN provider. They just get you the best VPN provider at the time for the reason of your web browsing. So that's really unique, and it probably get you the best price as well, because you can actually use the Orchid token to pay for this use. So Orchid Network is a peer-to-peer marketplace virtual private network. Providers and network users, and the Orchid token is used to purchase VPN bandwidth. To understand the Orchid network, it is first useful to understand VPN. And like I said, we will be understanding a little bit about VPN, what's its use case, what makes it useful, and what makes it unique. So when you connect to the internet for an internet provider, you're connecting to a public server. A public server, guys. It's public. These servers are in many ways unsecure and highly vulnerable to hackers, governments, and other bad actors who are looking to either discover your location, build a profile of your online activity, or steal your sensitive personal information like your date of birth, your photos of your passport, address, anything that they can get their hands on. They'll take it, sell it to the highest bidder. So you got to be prepared that when you're using public when you're using your own Wi-Fi, it could be run on a public server, and you must secure your your entry point. So social security number, credit card information, all that information. We all do shopping online, and we put our credit card information online, we put our debit card information online, and that's all available to be to be stolen. So this is where VPN provides you with security. So a VPN connects your device to an internet to a private server. Private, guys, the key word is private server. This effectively masks your online actions from governments, hackers, third parties like advertisers, social networks. You retain control of your personal data. Your personal information stays with you, and have more privacy while online. You have more privacy. So that's the unique thing about VPN, is that this is you, the user. A VPN connects you to a private server, right? The difference is, with your normal internet provider, they pass your network through a public server, while your VPN protects you and shoots you into a private server. You're still using your same internet provider, you're still paying your internet bills, but your internet usage is a lot more secure. So, however, traditionally, centralized VPNs have some challenges. For example, many collect your private browsing data. Yes, VPN does do this. And it's really weird, because while they say they're trying to protect you, they're trying to provide you with privacy, they're also stealing your information. It's really weird. And they sell it to advertisers, or they sell it with governments, undermining the fundamental reason users might use a VPN in the first place. That's exactly what a lot of VPNs do. They say they're protecting you, but actually they're the one who's stealing your information as well. So Orchid is trying to solve this problem, and in fact they have. So that's how you can provide a free VPN service. And a lot of free VPN services, this is what they do. They steal your information. A single VPN provider is also a central data collection point where governments and hackers can potentially go and steal your information or discover your location. Yes, even your governments are trying to steal your information. Well, we all knew that anyway. Orchid aims to solve these problems and provide a more private, more secure internet browsing experience. And I love that, because all of us use the internet. And if Orchid can provide us with full privacy using the internet, using our mobile phones, then how amazing would that be? So Orchid is a global decentralized network of VPN service providers. The key word there is decentralized network of VPN service providers. So basically, multiple service providers of VPN are decentralized, and Orchid connects you to these decentralized services. You use the Orchid token to buy bandwidth on Orchid for private internet browsing, paying only what you use. That's a key difference right there. You pay for what you use, not what you haven't. So instead of going through actually, we've already read that. How's it going through one traditional centralized VPN any different from going through one of many decentralized VPN providers? Aren't they still going through one provider? Yes and no. That's a question. Yes and no. So first of all, with a decentralized crypto VPN like Orchid, if you're not happy with your connection or provider, if, for example, your load times are slow, you can quickly and easily connect through a different provider and continue browsing privately. With a traditional VPN, you can switch to another private server in that VPN's network, but you can't switch providers. So let me read that again, because I think that part can be a little bit confusing. So it says, with a traditional VPN, you can switch to another private server in that VPN's network, but you can't switch provider. That's a keyword. You can't switch providers, guys, right? And Orchid allows you to switch providers. So that's one huge difference. And it's a key difference. It's extremely important. So that's a basic of a VPN, and that's a basic of what makes Orchid so unique in itself. So Orchid tokens enables users to only pay for the bandwidth they consume rather than a set fee or subscription, as it's often modeled with centralized VPN. Yeah, a lot of centralized VPN will charge you a one flat fee. Orchid allows you to pay for what you use, and what you haven't used, you don't have to pay for. So the network uses an ingenious probabilistic nano payment structure that takes micropayments out of your Orchid wallets to pay for your internet usage. These are micropayments do not occur in Ethereum blockchain, which solves for Ethereum limited processing power. Instead, they occur continuously as you browse and are reconciled approximately once a week on the blockchain. This structure allows Orchid to provide a seamless, secure service for millions of users at a time. It adds yet another layer of security by limiting exposure of information when transactions for service are posted to the public blockchain. Orchid mission is to build open source software that keeps the internet open and accessible. And that's fantastic. I absolutely love that. So the more you provide, so the more a provider stake with Orchid, the higher likelihood that they will be chosen by the Orchid protocol to provide bandwidth to users. Thus, providers are rewarded for their community commitment to network reinforcement, a virtuous cycle of quality and service and greater staking. This is how the directory of trusted and high quality providers is created. So what they're talking about there is basically staking Orchid and not just earning Orchid in return, but if you stake enough Orchid, you have the likelihood of possibly being a bandwidth provider. So VPN bandwidth providers must stake Orchid, meaning they must deposit Orchid tokens with Orchid. And if they want them back, they have to wait 3 months. This incentivizes them to provide secure, high-quality bandwidth, and if they don't, users can choose to jump to a better provider. With no customers, providers are making money, and their stake is stuck on the network. So it makes sense for them to work hard to provide secure and high-quality bandwidth for their customers. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. I've never seen anything like this. This is fantastic. Let's continue reading. It's so fascinating, guys. Absolutely fascinating. Yet another layer of security and anonymity is added by using a trusted, centralized exchange to fund your Orchid crypto wallet. You can do this easily by requesting a wallet address from your cryptocurrency exchange. This ensures payments to Orchid comes from a commingle fund of Orchid in the exchange hot wallet, not from a personal wallet where third parties might be able to figure out your identity or location from public on blockchain payments. It's also important to understand how the Orchid digital currency works on Orchid Crypto VPN network. Fantastic. This is such a great article and it explains things so well. This is the last part I'll be reading because it's an important part. Orchid Crypto VPN network allows you to route a single internet connection through multiple providers, dramatically decreasing any possibility that any third party can track, profile, or steal your information. This is called multi-hop routing and is a unique feature of a decentralized blockchain-based service. Paying for each hop out of a different Ethereum wallet further obscures your identity and activities. Multi-hop routing adds a significant layer of privacy to your internet. Fantastic. I absolutely love that. So let's get into the digital currency a little bit more. Now, we've spoken about that a little bit, but I'd like to explain it a bit more to you guys. So Orchid overcomes the shortcoming of existing VPN services by leveraging various crypto and blockchain functionalities to create a powerful and cohesive solution that offers the highest standards of privacy and security. So in summary, the internet is a major part of our everyday life, influencing nearly all commerce and trade. As with any system of communication, internet connections are points of weakness that makes you vulnerable to malicious and unethical third parties. The data Orchid aims to tackle this challenge with its VPN ecosystem and accompanying blockchain-based payment mechanism. Fantastic. So they talk a bit more about this, connecting to the internet, a decentralized VPN marketplace, and that's basically having multiple providers of VPN, which you can't really do when you've already committed to a centralized VPN. So having Orchid just gives you maybe 10 plus different decentralized options, maybe even more. So if one isn't working, you can always choose another provider instantly. It's instantaneous. So Orchid payment mechanism. So obviously we know it's an ERC20 token. And that's quite fantastic because that actually allows them to make it even more decentralized. It's built on the Ethereum platform, and there's been other decentralized ERC20 tokens. So this is actually a good thing for Orchid because it means that they can develop the network in whichever way they want, and in the future they can actually make it fully decentralized if they want. Ideally, I'd like to see Orchid at a protocol, so no more Orchid tokens can ever be printed. I think they've got enough. That's quite a lot at 1 billion and over 367 million in circulating supply. I'd say that's quite enough. So I'd like to see there be a cap on the minting of Orchid token. But that's my wish for all cryptocurrency, is that no one can mint anymore. It's just a fixed supply. Anyway, I know you guys are interested in staking, and I know this video is getting a little bit long, but I really have to talk a little bit about staking. Orchid offers a highly secure and anonymous virtual private network VPN that empowers VPN providers and users alike. So this is basically about the staking, and this is the final thing we'll be talking about, so I won't be taking up too much of your time anymore. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and I must explain that to you guys because that's important. I'm not giving you financial advice. This video is for entertainment and basically educational purposes. I'm educating myself and I'm educating you guys as well, and it's fantastic. So Orchid is a blockchain-based ecosystem that enables virtual private network, VPN, virtual private network. Quite simple. Providers to stake Orchid native digital assets. Orchid, in order to furnish secure private internet connection to customer. Orchid payment system uses an innovative system of probabilistic nano payments. Now, we've spoken about that. Basically, you need to wait 3 months before you can get your money back if your provider, it's not just if you're a staker, but if you're provider of a VPN, then you need to provide good service, because if you don't, your Orchid tokens, your investment will be stuck on the blockchain and no one will be using your service. So it incentivizes businesses to do as they're promised, to do as they're told, to do as they said they would. They can't just stake the token, get it back the next day if the price goes up, or get it back the next day when they get reward. No. You have to be in it for the long run, and you have to provide good services. And that's a really good thing. I really love that. So how does the Orchid token staking work? So VPN providers use an Ethereum smart contract to join the Orchid VPN marketplace by depositing Orchid digital assets with the platform in exchange for eligibility to receive data traffic from customers seeking a VPN connection. The deposited amount, called a stake, can only be returned to VPN providers after a minimum of 3 months and acts as a collateral for at least that time frame, ultimately keeping providers invested in performing well and performing good. You wouldn't want your money to go down drain to 3 months. That's not a good business plan. So anyone who's going into Orchid as a provider, and these are big businesses that are going into Orchid as providers for VPN, they have to do as they're told, because they'll be investing a lot of money and they'll be losing a lot of money if they fail to do as they promise. So this is what I really love about Orchid, is that they really thought it through. They really have. So if a customer is unhappy with the quality of their connection, they can easily switch over to another provider using Orchid, the same system. It's that easy. But if you sign up to, let me show you guys an example. VPN. You see a lot of popular VPNs online like NordVPN. If you sign up to NordVPN, you cannot change provider. You'd have to cancel your subscription, and you'd have to go through a long email process with them to get your money back, and then you can go to a different provider. It's an expensive and annoying process. But with Orchid, it's a one click, one button away from changing your provider. They have multiple providers. So that's what's fantastic about Orchid. It's like Google for VPN providers. It just finds you a lot of different services and a lot of different options. It's really fantastic. So thank you guys for watching this. I really appreciate it. And it's actually been really educational to go through this. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I definitely think Orchid is a 100x token. It's got a lot of potential. That's for damn sure. And I think at the current price, it has a high chance of 100x in definitely in the next 5 years. I can't say this year because I'm simply not too sure it has a high supply, so that won't do well for gaining a lot of for 100x in. But 5 years, I'd say I'm looking towards Orchid 100x in 5 years. But thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the altcoin disrupt channel. And what coin should I research next? That's the question. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay.